Hello everyone, I am Batu, pre-sales software specialist from American Workflows. Today, we are diving into the essential elements that fuel the manufacturing industry, ranging from the early planning phases to the actual implementation in the manufacturing side. We will delve into the details of manufacturing master data, production planning, execution, and reporting. Let's get started. Here, we are on the bill of material page, where all the components of our product are listed and managed. Each row represents a unique BOM for a specific product or a part. Let's break down to the columns to understand what each one signifies. The branch column identifies a specific branch or division within the company where the BOM is applicable. Under type, we see a numerical code. This typically represents a category of the BOM, distinguishing between different types such as manufacturing or engineering BOMs. The BOM column has a unique identifier for each bill of materials, essential for tracking and reference. Descriptions provide a quick reference to what the BOM entails. For instance, final syrup CSO Pepsi suggests this BOM is for the final syrup used in the production of Pepsi. Each BOM can have multiple versions. This ensures that any changes over time are documented and can be revisited if necessary. Base unit. This indicates a measurement unit for the base quantity of materials, such as liters for liquids or pieces for items counted by number. Base quantity column shows the amount of the base unit required. Valid from. This date signifies when a BOM version came into effect. Created on date tells us when this BOM was initially created in the system. The created by field is crucial for accountability, indicating who entered the BOM into the system. Lastly, the check mark under active lets us know if the BOM is currently in use. Understanding this structure is key for anyone involved in the manufacturing or planning process. It allows for precise resource allocation and ensures that every product is made to specification. Notice how the version column has multiple entries for the same product within the different valid from dates. This reflects updates or changes to the production formula or process over time. The bill of materials is a living document within the ERP system. It evolves as the product or manufacturing process changes, ensuring that the production is always aligned with the current specifications. By keeping a close eye on the BOM, companies can maintain quality control and manage their resources effectively. Next, we are at the main screen of the work center. This interface is crucial for plant managers and production supervisors who need to oversee and coordinate the various stages of the manufacturing process. Let's start by looking at the column headers. You'll see a category such as branch, category, work center, description, control key, and many others. These columns are designed to give you a complete overview of your production operations at a glance. Each row represents a unique work center in your facility. For example, first row here indicates a work center dedicated to 7-up mixing 01. This tells us that this particular work center is where the initial stage of 7-up production begins. The control key column is especially important. It signifies the operation type that the work center is configured for. Here, PP1, which represents manufacturing, is standard production process, while PP02 indicates a specialized process. Moving to the activity key here. This column showing key 01 across our entries. It's an internal reference to a specific set of operations and tasks that are standardized across the facility. The capacity unit, start time, and end time columns are pivotal for scheduling. They allow you to plan and allocate resources efficiently, ensuring that each work center operates with its optimal time frame. Next, we have the capacity and active columns. The capacity value such as 9.00 or 9.50 indicates the maximum output of the work center in a given time period. An active checkbox means that the work center is currently operational and contributing to production. These two last columns, created on and created by, provide audit trails for accountability. They record when a work center was added to the system and by whom, which is essential for tracking changes and maintaining system integrity. Above the table, you have your action buttons: edit, add, delete, and view. These are self-explanatory but vital for maintaining the accuracy and relevance of your work center data. We are now looking at the main routing interface. This is where production managers can create and view the different processes involved in manufacturing. The central part of the screen displays a list of existing routings. Each routing represents a specific sequence of operations required to produce an item. The table is organized into several columns. The branch column refers to a specific plant. Next, we have the routing ID, which is a unique identifier for the routing. The description column gives us a brief about the routing process. For instance, can line refers to routing designed for the canning process in the CSC filling and packaging section. Moving on, base quantity represents the starting quantity for which the routing is designed. Quantity from and quantity to provide the scalability range of the routing process. The active checkbox indicates whether the routing is currently in use. Created on and created by columns show the date of creation and the administrator who created or modified the routing. To add a new routing, simply click on the Add button. This will prompt you to enter details such as the routing ID, description, and the operation sequence. For existing routings, the Edit button allows you to modify details, which you can see here. And Delete enables you to remove routings that are no longer needed. Use the Export button to download routing data for reports or analytics. Conversely, Import allows you to upload routing information in bulk. Managing routing within the system ensures a precise control over your production process from planning to execution. With clear visibility and easy navigation, this module is designed to streamline your manufacturing operations. Here, we are at the version interface, the cornerstone of product data integrity and control. This critical component of our software ensures that every iteration of your product is documented, traceable, and optimized for production planning. Each line item you see represents a unique version of a product, complete with a comprehensive set of data fields. Let's break this down. The branch column indicates that the department or sector of your business where the product version is relevant. This helps in segregating and managing versions across different branches of your organization effectively. Next, we have the version field, which refers to the specific iteration of the product. This could denote changes in design, formulation, or even packaging. The description provides a conscious identifier of the product version. It's vital for quick recognition, helping teams understand the product version at a glance. Moving on, BOM stands for Bill of Materials, which is linked here along with this version number. This is the recipe for the product, encompassing all the materials and instruction required to build it. Routing specifies the manufacturing or assembly process flow for this version, ensuring consistency and quality in production. Notice the min quantity and max quantity fields. This represents minimum and maximum quantity thresholds for production, crucial for inventory control and meeting market demands. The valid from and valid to dates are particularly important. They define the life cycle of the product version, ensuring that only current and relevant versions are in the production. The active checkbox signifies if the version is currently in use. It's a simple yet effective way to toggle the operational status of product version. Lastly, the created on date stamps when the version is initiated, providing a historical timeline for each product iteration. Above the table, we have also the action buttons: edit, add, delete, view, export, and import. Managing product versions with precision is crucial for any businesses. Our version section empowers you to maintain a clear and organized record of your product evaluation, contributing to better quality control, production planning, and regulatory compliance. Let's move into the characteristic. This is where you define the attributes that matters most to your business process. As you can see, we currently have no characteristic defined. It's a clean slate, ready for us to add our first characteristic. Clicking on the Add button at the top takes us to the character separation form. Here, we have the several fields to fill out. Let's start with the company code, which is RMPD. This is typically a unique identifier for your company within the system. Next is activity key. This field is where you'll input a specific code that identifies this characteristic. The description field allows you to enter a clear, conscious description of the characteristic for ease identification later on. Now, ensuring the active checkbox is selected if you want this character to be used immediately. The data type dropdown is where you select the type of data this characteristic will hold. Once you have filled in all the necessary information, click Save to add your new characteristic to the system. And that's it. We have successfully added a characteristic. It is now part of your system architecture, ready to be used in your defining products, services, or processes. Remember, characteristics are powerful tools that help you to segment, analyze, and track the unique aspect of your operations. Take your time to plan how you define each characteristic to ensure it aligns with your business objectives. Navigating to the classification under master data in the sidebar. This is where you can add, edit, and view various classifications and streamline your operations. The essential panel here lists all the classifications created within the system. Currently, there are none, but we will soon change that. This list will typically show the ID, company code, and description, among other key details. Creating a new classification is simple. Click on the Add button at the top, and you will see this form. Here, you must fill in details like company code, activity key, and description. The lot type dropdown allows you to associate this classification with a specific batch or serial number for your products. Each classification can have multiple characteristics. These are the attributes or specs of your products or process that are crucial for quality control and production planning. Before saving, ensure that classification is active by checking this box and setting a value from date to indicate when this classification comes in effect. And we'll put it on today's date. Once all the information is correctly entered, hit save. Your new classification will now appear in the main list and be ready for use across the Cuscen platform. With the classification module, Cuscen brings order and efficiency to your manufacturing data. Next is the QC characteristic module. Here, you'll find a list of all of your QC characteristics. These are the attributes or specifications that your quality control team measures against during the manufacturing process. This screen lists all the existing QC characteristics for your branch. This includes fundamental attributes like weight, design, size, color, and more. Notice how each characteristic has a data type indicating the nature of measurements alongside a description for clarity. To add a new characteristic, simply click on the Add button, located at the top of the screen. We are now looking at the Q2 characteristic create form. Let's fill in the details for a new characteristic. First, select the company code, which is RMPD, and the branch this characteristic will apply to. And that will be PP01, which is manufacturing. These fields ensure that the correct data is recorded for the appropriate segments of your business. Now type in the characteristic name. This should be a unique identifier for the quality attribute you're recording, like texture or hardness. For data type, choose the type of the data this characteristic represents, which will be a number. This could be a number for quantitative data, text for qualitative data, or a date among other options. Provide a clear description for this characteristic. We'll just go with the sample description number. This is critical for ensuring that all the users understand what is being measured and recorded. The section label, component no, allows you to specify acceptable ranges or specific value for components. You can define decimal places, unit of measurements, and value including minimum and maximum thresholds. Once all the necessary fields are filled, click Save to add a new characteristic to the system. And that's it. We have successfully added a new dimension to your quality control process, and it will show in the main table. With QC characteristic feature, maintaining the utmost quality, it's streamlined and straightforward. Whether you are adding a new characteristic or reviewing existing ones, our system provides all the tools you need to uphold the highest standards. Let's move into the defect master, where you can define, categorize, and manage defects within your manufacturing process. Let's start with the defect location group tab. Here, you can define various groups where defects might be identified, such as purchasing damage or manufacturing damage locations. Diving deeper within each group, we can specify exact locations. For instance, receiving location or finished good location, providing a clear traceability of where issues are occurring. Moving on to the defect cause group, this is where we categorize the root causes of the defects, such as production damage cause. Under each cause group, we can list specific causes, for example, raw material issue or production issue, which helps in identifying patterns and commonalities in defect origin. In a defect action group tab, we outline the strategies or groups of actions takes to address the defects, like the testing action group. Within these groups, we detail individual actions, such as action testing 1 and action testing 2, ensuring that every defect has a corresponding remedy action. The defect feedback group tab allows for the creation of feedback loops. Here, we set up groups like the feedback group test to monitor and review the effectiveness of our actions. Under each feedback group, specific feedback types like feedback text 1, feedback text 2 can be documented for continuous quality improvement. The defect master is a powerful tool for not just identifying and tracking defects, but also for establishing a systematic approach to continuous quality enhancement. Next is the QC plan listing page. Here, you are a clear view of the master data necessary for establishing a comprehensive quality control plan. On this page, you can perform various actions such as adding new plans, editing existing ones, or deleting plans that are no longer needed. You can also view detailed information by selecting plan from the list. To create a new QC plan, we'll begin by clicking on the Add button located at the top of your screen. This brings us to the QC plan creation page. Here, you will enter the core details of your new QC plan. Start by entering the unique plan code and comprehensive description that clearly identifies the purpose of the QC plan. Next, select the material code from the drop-down menu. This code correlates to the specific item or product that the QC plan will be applied to. Specify the quantity range for which this plan is accessible using the quantity from and quantity to fields. This range is crucial for defining the scope of your QC plan. Moving down, you'll find the operation section. Each operation associated with your material will require specific quality checks. Here, you can define these operations, the resources allocated, and the controls in place. Before saving, ensure that is active button checkbox is selected if you want the plan to be immediately active within the system. Once all information is accurately entered, click Save to add your QC plan to the system. And that's it. You have successfully navigated the QC plan module. With this tool, you can ensure that your production process meets the highest quality standards. Let's move into the demand management dashboard. From here, you can add, edit, view, and import data to manage your material requirements effectively. Creating a new demand is straightforward. Let's walk through an example. Let's click on Add. And we will begin by entering our details for the product. For example, Pepsi can, 330 milliliter. Specifically, the period for which you are planning the demand. Here, we have selected from February from February 18 to February 18 to 2024 to February 18 to 2025. Below, you see a list of items which their respective planning dates and quantities. Notice how the entry is associated with the unique material code, a consistent description, and the unit of measure. For each month, you'll set the planning date and anticipated quantity. This allows for precise and flexible demand planning. Once you have entered all the data, hit save. This will update the system and integrate the demand into your overall production. After saving, your new demand will appear in this dashboard. You can then view, edit, or delete if necessary. Navigate into the material requirement planning, you'll be greeted with a clean interface, ready to input data for your company's material planning needs. At the top, you will find fields to input your company, branch, material code, and MRP group. Don't overlook the MRP control and plan mode options, which further refine your planning. Let's set our parameters. Enter the relevant details like material code to specify the item you're planning for. Select the MRP group to categorize your plan and choose a plan mode to determine the planning strategy. Once your parameters are set, click Run to process MRP. This action will generate a list for requirement based on your input. Below the input fields, you'll see columns for rack date, remark, rack issue quantity, and available quantity. These columns will populate with the data once your MRP runs successfully. If you encounter an empty table, check your parameters for accuracy. Ensure you have selected the correct run date as seen here. Set for the 18th February 2024. Best practice in MRP involve regular updates to your material data, accurate forecasting, and periodic reviews of your planning parameters. Within the right data and settings, material requirement planning becomes a powerful tool to streamline your production and reduce cost. Let's navigate to the plan order section. This is where you can add, view, and edit orders to manage your material requirement efficiently. Here, you can see the list of plan orders. Each row represents an order with details such as branch, type, order number, and more. This overview is crucial for a clear snapshot of your production line. By selecting an order, we can view and edit its details. Let's dive into the first order in the list. In the order details screen, you have all the necessary information. The material code refers to the specific item. In this case, Pepsi Pet 345 milliliter, and order quantity indicates the volume of production. Modifying an order is straightforward. Simply click into the order quantity field to adjust according to your needs. Scheduling is vital. Notice the start date and end date, ensuring these are accurate guarantees that your production aligns with the distribution requirements. After making the changes, always remember to save. On the top button here. This action updates to the system and communicates to the changes across your production network. Back on the main screen, all your orders are updated in real time, offering you a dynamic planning tool that's both robust and responsive. Here, we have the main dashboard displaying a list of production orders. Each column provides a critical information. Starting from the left, we have the branch, which signifies location and department to the order is associated with. In this case, PP01 stands for manufacturing. Next is order type, here label PRD01. The order now is a unique identifier for each production order, while material specifies to the item code being produced or processed, such as 14000004 for a Pepsi cans. This description gives us more detail, like Pepsi can 330 milliliter, alongside the UM, which stands for unit of measure. In this case, can, the order quantity column shows the quantity to be produced, like 600 cans for this order, PRD 00007. Moving to the right, recipe quantity tells us the quantity received or completed. For instance, for order PRD 00004 has been fully received at 500 cans. Order start and order end provide the production timeline. Both set for January 30th, 2024. For our highlighted order, the release status, the release date is the date the order was authorized to start, here also on January 30th, 2024. Lastly, the status column indicates the order current state, such as open, completed, or cancelled. Now let's look at the detailed view of the specific production for order PRD 00007. This interface allows us to edit and confirm the details of the order. Under the general information, we can review the order quantity, the unit of measure, and scrap quantity. Here, the total order quantity remains at 600 units, with no scrap reported. In the datetime section, we see the scheduled start and end times for the production with an option to confirm the start date. Below that, the quantity section, the plan, order quantity, and the quantity to confirm are visible, ensuring accuracy in reporting and inventory management. This production order system is pivotal for managing manufacturing workflows, ensuring efficiency, and maintaining transparency across the production cycle. With real-time tracking and detailed order management, businesses can optimize their operations and deliver products effectively. The material staging area is an integral part of production execution process. It allows you to organize and prepare the materials needed for production orders. Here, you see a clean interface waiting for input. The company field at the top is where you select the relevant business entity. Order now an order date field helps you to filter staging reports by specific production orders and their creation dates. Type and type list drops down allow further refinement, whether you want the summary or the detailed report. These options we have covered. Once your criteria are set, clicking Generate will populate the table below with the relevant material staging data. If no data display appears, such as right now, it means there are no current staging requirements for the filters we apply. We can adjust filters or check if there are any pending production orders. In here, each column headers from no to storage to is designed to provide complete transparency into the staging process. The component code and description will identify the material while UM, record quantity, available quantity, and missed quantity provide a quantitative details. Finally, confirm quantity, storage from, and storage to help in tracking and confirming the movement materials. Let's move into the confirmation by order section. This is where you'll see a list of production orders set for confirmation. Here, you'll find all the necessary details such as branch, order number, confirmation number, and associated material details. Let's take a closer look. Each order includes the material description, the unit of measure, order quantity, yield quantity, and scrap quantity, along with the start and end dates of the production process. You'll notice a status column indicates release, signifying that these orders are finalized and awaiting confirmation. Let's select an order to confirm. For example, we'll choose this first order for final syrup CSC 7 up with the order number PRD 00001. On the details page, you have a comprehensive view of the order. The general data tab reveals the type, yield quantity, and the receipt quantity, ensuring that what was planned has been produced. Key information such as the posting date and the actual start and end dates are recorded here. This order was completed on January 30th, 2024. Is indicated by the matching start and end dates. Notice the precise timestamps of production commencement at 8:30 and completion at 11, which help in tracking the efficiency of production run. In the product order section, you will find specific like the order quantity and any remarks on the batch if applicable. To confirm this order, you will typically hit the edit button, verify the details, and then select the confirm to finalize the process. It is crucial to review all data meticulously to ensure accurate inventory, management, costing, and quality control. Once confirmed, the order will be updated in the system, reflecting the completion of the production cycle and the readiness for the next stage, be it quality check, shipping, or inventory update. Let's focus on the main page of confirmation by operation. This is where you can view all the operations that have been confirmed within a specific data range. You can filter your search by date simply by selecting a from date and to date from the calendar drop-down menus and clicking go. If you are looking for something specific, the search bar is a quick way to find out. Just enter your keywords and the system will do the rest. When adding a new operation confirmation, click on the add button, which takes you to this detail entry page. Here, you'll need to fill out several fields to confirm an operation. Start with the company code, which is RMPD, branch, and type. Making sure each entry matches your operational data. Next, you'll select the product order and specify the material use. These fields are crucial for tracking and inventory management. Under the General Information tab, you will find Type, where you can select Final for the completed operations. Also, input the yield quantity and scrap quantity as required. Don't forget to fill in the actual start date and actual end date. These timestamps are vital for production scheduling and efficiency analysis. Once all the information is entered correctly, hit Save to confirm the operation. And it's that simple. With the confirmation by operation feature, managing your production workflow has never been easier. You have real-time data at your fingertips, ensuring a smooth and efficient production process. Let's begin by navigating to the QC order. As you can see, there are currently no QC orders listed. Today, we are going to add a new one. Click on the Add button to open the QC order creation form. This is where you'll enter the details for your new QC order. Start by selecting the company code from the drop-down menu, which is RMPD. Next, specify the branch where the QC will take place, and that will be manufacturing. This ensures that the order is logged under the correct location in your organization. The material code is a crucial field. Select the material you are inspecting from the drop-down list. This will automatically populate the material descriptions field, providing clarity on what has been evaluated. In the order quantity field, input the quantity of material to be checked. Following this, set the start date and end date for the QC process, ensuring you have enough time for a thorough inspection. Vendor code can be selected if this QC is associated with a specific supplier. Similarly, the lot node and the warehouse fields helps in tracking the specific batch and storage location of the material. The reference to an inventory doc fields may be used for additional documentation references that are pertinent to your organization tracking needs. Below, you'll find three tabs: General Information, Assignment, and Decision. These sections allow you to add more detailed information, assign the QC task to specific team members, and document the decision made based on the QC results. Once all the relevant information is filled out, review the details to ensure accuracy. It's important to each field is completed correctly to maintain data integrity within your QC process. Finalize the creation of your QC order, simply click Save. Your new QC order will now be listed in the main QC order screen, where you can view and manage alongside any others. And that's it. Creating and viewing QC orders is just as simple. Our platform ensures that you have all the tools at your fingertips to maintain the highest quality standards. Next, we have the QC result module. It's a critical component for managing and tracking the quality control process in your organization. Let's start by exploring the main QC results screen. Here, you can see a table with several columns, including branch, order type, order no, material code, and more. This table is where all QC results will be listed and can be sorted and filtered to your reference. To add a new QC result, navigate to the top of the page and click on the Add button. This will open the QC result creation form where you can input all the necessary details for a new quality control check. In the form, you'll need to enter the company code, order no, and select the appropriate options from the drop-down menus for branch, order type, and warehouse. It's important to fill out all the required fields marked with an asterisk. Enter material code and material description. This will ensure that the QC check is accurately recorded against the correct inventory items. You'll notice an end date field where you should input the date the QC check was completed. This helps in tracking the timelines of quality control measures. Below, there are tabs for general information and assignments. These sections allows you to provide additional details and assign QC tasks for specific team members. Further down, you can add specific QC parameters such as item code, data type, characteristic. Each parameter can have a description, specification, whether it's been checked, the results value, and the final result. Once all the information is entered, you can save the new QC result by clicking the Save button at the top of the form. Your entry will now appear in the main QC result table. To review or edit an existing QC result, simply select the entry form to the table and click on Edit. Make necessary changes and save the updated entry. Mastering the QC results module will enable you to maintain high standards of quality control within your organization. Let's focus on the QC defect module. It's a critical component of Cuscen platform, designed to help you manage and track defects discovered during your quality control process. Let's start on the QC defect list in view. This is where all recorded defects are listed. As you can see, the table is currently empty, indicating that no defect has been logged yet. To report a new defect, click on the Add button. This takes you to the form where you can input details about the defect. Here on the Create screen, you will find to fill out several fields. Start with the company code and QC order. Which are essential for tracking and reporting purposes. The material code and material description fields allow you to specify what item the defect pertains to. Next, select the appropriate branch, lot no, and warehouse from the drop-down menus to pinpoint the defect location. In the Overview tab, you can enter specific details about the defect, such as the defect code, defect description, and defect group. These classifications help in analyzing defect patterns over time. Defect type, defect location, and additional description fields provide further details, ensuring that every aspect of the defect is captured accurately. Once all the relevant information is entered, click Save to record the defect. It will then appear in the QC defect list view, where it can be tracked and managed through the resolution. Next, we have the QC complaint section. Here you will see organized table ready to be filled with data. This table is where you'll find a comprehensive log of past complaints, but as you can see, it's currently empty. To add a new complaint, simply click on the Add button located at the top of the screen. After clicking Add, you are taken to the Cuscen complaint create page. Here, each field must be filled out to ensure a detailed account of the quality issue. Start with the company code and complaint name, which are unique identifiers for your record. Next, select the appropriate branch and Cuscen order from the drop-down menus, ensuring the complaint is directed to the right department. Input the complaint date and time to capture when the issue was identified. These timestamps are crucial for tracking and resolving issues promptly. In the description section, provide a detailed account of the complaint. The tabs label overview, defect, cause, action, and feedback allow for a comprehensive analysis of the issue. Under Reference Document, input the material code, receipt date, and other relevant production details. This information will link the complaint to specific materials and batches for traceability. In vendor info, select your vendor and input their details. This step is essential for issues that may require vendor collaboration for resolution. Finally, use the Noted section to add any additional comments or actions taken regarding the complaint. Once all information is accurately filled out, click Save. Your complaint is now logged and visible on the main Cuscen complaint table for tracking and management. Let's navigate to the master data section. Here, you will find all the necessary reports and tools to manage your materials and work centers efficiently. Our MYOB listing report provides a detailed breakdown of bill of materials for your products. This is essential for understanding the components and subcomponents required in the production process. With our multi-level BOM functionality, you can visualize the complex hierarchy of your products, ensuring accuracy in planning and reduction of production errors. Next, we have the Material Master MRP data. This report is crucial for your material requirements planning. It helps you manage inventory levels, ensuring you have the right materials at the right time. Moving on to the work center listing, this feature allows you to manage and report on the various work centers in your facility. It's here where you can assess capacity and schedule workloads to optimize your operations. Finally, we have the routing report. This provides insights into the paths materials take through the manufacturing process, enabling you to streamline operations and increase productivity. Next, we have the execution section. This is where efficiency meets innovation, enabling you to track and manage your production execution with ease. Clicking on execution brings up a list of reports. These reports are crucial for analyzing and managing your production in real time. Let's explore each report listed here. The missing part list is the first report. It's essential for ensuring you have all the necessary components for your production orders. With this report, you can quickly identify any missing parts, allowing you to take prompt action to acquire them. Next is the production order analysis. This report provides insights into the production orders in process. It's a powerful tool for monitoring the progress of your production and identifying any problems or delays. Moving on, we have the capacity overview. This overview is crucial for resource planning. It helps you to understand your production capacity and whether you are operating at under or over capacity. The capacity overview detail offers a granular view of your capacity. It breaks down the data from the capacity overview into detailed segments, giving you a comprehensive understanding of your capacity utilization. At the bottom, you'll notice a pagination control, which allows you to navigate through multiple pages of reports. You can also adjust the page size to display more or fewer items per page, according to your preference. Above the reports, there are Run and Export buttons. Run executes to selected report, generating up-to-date results, while export allows you to download the data for further analysis or sharing with your team. This execution module is just one part of the customer-centric business platform. Each module integrates seamlessly to provide a holistic approach to managing your business process. Lastly, we have the Incur section, an integral component designed to provide you with detailed reports and insights into your production process. Let's begin with production order header information. This section is a cornerstone of your production tracking. It includes essential data such as order numbers, creation dates, and the status of each production order. Next, we have the production order component information. This detailed list gives you a breakdown of all components involved in a production order. It's a key feature for managing inventory and ensuring you have the necessary materials on hand. Under demand management, you can forecast and plan according to the market's needs. This predictive tool is crucial for aligning with your production capabilities with customer demands, enabling you to scale efficiently. Production order operation information offers a granular view of each operation within your production line. It allows for real-time tracking of the progress and identifies any problems that may arise. Each of these sections is easily accessible in a list format, ensuring you can quickly find and analyze the data you need. Once you have the information you need, the run and export features enable you to execute reports or export data for further analysis, ensuring that you can share insights across your organization. That wraps up our overview of the system. If you are interested in further discussions or would like to explore the system customization options, please reach out to us. Thank you.